Women often feel sad that they will never have truly fulfilling sex, because men in your life never understood what a woman really needs in sex. And women feel stuck. How do you get your man to do what you actually need in sex as a woman? You can't just teach him, right? So this video will help you by giving you a realistic strategy to get the truly fulfilling sex that you deeply desire in your life with the man that you're with or the one you will choose next. This is a real working process that I used with many women in my work. It accepts the realities that you see, it works with them, and this is how you can go from helpless to empowered, to taking back control and creating the sex life that you really want. Let's begin. Accept the reality. On the whole, men don't understand what women need in sex. It's a fact. Don't fight it, work with it. It's not their fault. Their natural mindset is very different about sex. Most of all, when they learn about sex for women, it's usually terrible information they're getting, so you're hoping for a man to just know somehow, and you end up disappointed. These days, a good man will be willing to understand, to do, to make you happy, but assume that he will not have the knowledge. The knowledge has to come from you. A great sex for women these days is not a lucky find. It is something that you create together with your man. Then you really can have a sex life that works for you as a woman. Rich, fulfilling, truly life-changing. And this is totally realistic and achievable, and here's the practical strategy to achieve this. There are 3 parts that you need to make sex work for you. Without all 3 of them, it might be difficult. First, your clarity. The core problem is women think they understand what they need in sex. It's the men who don't get it. But the truth is most women don't fully know either, and neither do men, and here we are. Often women tend to know what they don't want, what doesn't work for them, not what does work, or they know little bits of themselves here and there, but not the complete process that you need for your greatest experience in sex. Or you think you know what works, but it doesn't work very well. You feel it. There can be much better ways in foreplay, arousal, clitoris, vaginal sensitivity, intercourse, everything, but you're just not aware of them. If you don't have your version of sex really clear and strong, you will end up doing his version. And that is what keeps happening to you. That is why it is always his way. So before your man can get any chance to give you the sex that you need total clarity. What is good sex for you? How exactly it is done? What does it actually look like? Not vague abstractions. I want more time, more connection, more passion. Full, specific, detailed clarity. What you need, how your body works in foreplay, arousal, oral, clitoris, vagina, intercourse, everything. You like variety in sex? Okay. What kind? When? Why? If you dream of sex feeling a certain way, loving, passionate, connected, free, none of this is an unexplained mystery of the universe. It happens because sex is done in a particular way that gives you that feeling. So what exactly? How? It all has a practice that can be understood and done. And if you really want to go one step further, an extra recommendation, optional, visualize it a lot. This can really put it into your system, groove it into you. This clarity is super powerful and it will manifest in different ways. You do not need to teach. In natural conversation and sharing with him, not teaching, in desires you express, soft asks, the way you are in sex, even just the feel and the energy that comes from you, a lot can naturally transmit to him and change in sex just from you having that full clarity. I've even seen among my clients women who attracted an amazing lover just from having that clarity. So how can a woman get that clarity? If your past experience of sex gave you that clarity, great. But for most women, it hasn't. Your experience in sex has been limited, incomplete, or just, not very good. Then the only way is to learn the best practice that works in sex for women from a professional source that you resonate with, because people will teach you different things. So, I make no secret that you can learn from me in my full course, and I will teach you well, but, you can learn from anybody that you prefer. You just need to do that self-education. You will not know what you don't know. You won't be able to try things you don't know about. If you're single, I recommend to learn this before you meet somebody. Don't wait to start on his version and then have to fix that later. And as usual, of course, take care where you're learning from. It can make a difference between a breakthrough or going down the wrong path further. Now, if this sounds a bit, too much, that might be an issue. Your perspective. People think of sex as something to learn for more fun and, pleasure and orgasm. orgasms. And yes, you can improve all that, but sexuality is much bigger. It massively affects your well-being, your life energies, your sense of self, your self-esteem, your quality of life, your relationship and your family. It has a massive impact, for better or for worse. Take it from somebody who has seen many examples of both. So every woman needs to resolve it for once in her life. Now, moving on to the second thing that you need. Even if you're very clear on what you need in sex, and he is clear, this may not work without this second crucial thing. Regardless of what he is doing, you have to do everything on your side to help your own experience. It's a very difficult task for him when he has to push through a woman's blocks, her disconnect with herself, her passivity, etc. Do 3 things. Number 1, most women are in their head during sex. This mental noise is the main reason you are not enjoying sex, not what he's doing, because it blocks all your sexual feelings. You have to master getting out of your head and going into your body during sex. This hugely enhances your sensation, pleasure, orgasmicity, and this is a learnable sexual skill. I know this because I've taught it to so many women who just never thought that they could do it. Know that you can do it and learn how to do it. Secondly, don't expect your pleasure to come only from what he does for you. There are many ways that you can move your body in sex with him, on him, to help create for yourself more arousal, pleasure, and even orgasmicity. I'm not saying do it all in sex yourself, but contribute. Number 3. Really make love to his body. Love-making techniques for him, but not what women normally do, just performing, giving, pleasing him. That only disconnects you more. No, learn to powerfully love his body from your body in sex. Your love is your energy. It opens your body and your sexual energy massively. And you will feel a lot more in sex from this, in your own pleasure, with the bonus that he will feel that you are not just working him, but you are genuinely, passionately loving him and you are into him. And that is so inspiring and empowering for him to give back the same. So do these 3 things and you will take a lot of him and empower massively your own experience. And that is good for you because he has to be a lot less perfect than you imagine, and you can feel a lot more. And the third step is what will convert all this self-understanding into the reality of great sex in your life. Now, I understand that it might feel hard to find all this knowledge. I'm aware that most of what is out there is not very helpful. A lot of it is shallow or scattered, or it has failed you already. So I really don't mean this as just a promotion. I genuinely want you to know that I have a complete solution for you because I created it for you. I'm really passionate about this because I have been so invested over the years in this problem that women have in sex in general. And I spent years understanding women and trying to help them to discover their greatest experience. I've always wanted to create a complete resource for you so you can learn everything that you need as a woman. And that is the Holistic Sex Course. Is there as one place where you can learn everything I'm talking about. The complete vision, all the skills and all the sexual practices that work best for you as a woman that I would really like you to know for yourself. And the next part I'm going to explain is also included as a bonus to the course. And the third essential, once you get full clarity on sex and you do what you need to do from your side, how do you get him to fully understand what you need in sex? Stop being afraid of communication in sex. Fight to make it normal, natural, ongoing part of your relationship. Here is how. 3 things. Reframe what communication even means. People think it's troubleshooting or explaining or fixing. It's just sharing and exchanging about this nice thing that you're doing together. It should feel good. Or it's a fun exploration of each other. It's connecting. It's not fixing. Fixing things should only be occasional. Most of your communication should be just positive sharing. Secondly, men are often not bad at receiving it. Some are. I've heard this so much from women, but after analysis, I often saw that women can be bad at communicating it. This is a delicate area for any person. It is normal to be sensitive. Communication has to be very delicate, well-worded, caring, and most of all, super constructive. The guiding star is how would you like him to talk to you on exactly the same issue, which is something so sensitive for your self-esteem. Imagine it and you will get it right. 3, you do not need to teach. Understand that communication takes many different forms. Master them. Intimate conversations of sharing, not teaching. Expressing desires, asking him for something as a lover. Nice. Soft ask during sex to guide him, but in a way that leaves him feeling in control. Sexy, making suggestions to try something. Fun, and even bodily and energetic communication. It can be very powerful. So this is a real plan. You can make it happen if you apply yourself. Now, will this work with any man? Of course not. There are all sorts of men who will not engage with you on this. And that's just the reality of life. Nothing is for everybody. But out of all the ways to ensure that you as a woman are truly fulfilled in sex, this is the most realistic plan that puts your life into your control and gives you a far greater opportunity and possibility than how you have been going about it before. And of course, you also want to become a great lover for him, right? Not a performative, stiff lover, but a really powerful lover that he really dreams about in his heart. So I will tell you the 4 things that are really important for a woman to be an amazing lover for her man. Watch this video.